you guys, I am ready to get started. Are you guys ready to get started? I'm so excited to be in a new neighborhood because I have to tell you, with Halloween coming up, one thing that was kind of a bummer where we lived was that we didn't get any trick-or-treaters. And so that first year I bought the biggest bag of candy you can imagine. And we got not even one trick-or-treater. And so of course I'm sure I ate the majority of that candy. Hi, Nicole. Texas is good. So this year I'm hopeful, because we live in more of a little suburban area, that maybe we'll have some trick-or-treaters. I know Halloween's kind of changed over the years, so who knows? But one thing's for sure, I'm getting excited for Halloween and getting excited to make little treats. So I thought today we would make some treat boxes, because when it becomes Halloween and the holidays, we start going into Christmas, I start thinking of the little gifty things, and I really love making little boxes and tags and stuff like that. So I always like to remind everybody that Brutus Monroe carries, they have gable boxes, which I don't have one right here. I can grab one, but what I'm featuring today are the pillow boxes. Oh, Nicole, I know that would be fun. Hey, I'm closer than I used to be. So these are the different pillow boxes. They come in the silver or sterling, and then you've got this bright, fun green, and then you've got the red. And we are going to make some boxes today. I'm going to go ahead and flip my phone downward now. Okay, so I've got a ton of little things. Like, these boxes are really fun, but I tried to pull a lot of things, so I'm gonna just move as fast as I can and try not to go crazy. So first off, one thing I thought would be fun is to show you, first I'll just show you the two boxes that I have made, and then we'll go from there. But on this box and this box, I used some really fun stencils. So I don't know if you guys...
You're off camera?
I'm off camera? Oh, I do need to switch them over a little bit, huh? Okay. I think you can see them now. Okay, so for these two, obviously I've got the red and I've got the green. And I used these stencils. They're chunky stencils. They were released with the chunky glitter. But these are really fun. I didn't even actually use them with the chunky glitter glaze. I used them with embossing powder this time. But look at these fun patterns. And these are like the perfect size for these boxes. So there's the moons. There's just the stripes. There's some stars. You've got your kind of, what do you call that? Zigzags. That works for me. You've got your hearts. And you've got this one that's fun. I thought this would be fun with the monsters, because it's got kind of that scaly look. You could do something fun with that. But anyway, I wanted to show you those. I'm not going to actually emboss the boxes this way during the live, but I will show you. I also did one with the stars, and I used the new holiday party embossing powder. And this is how it looks on the red. I was going to finish it up, but I just ran out of time today. I wanted to make a little holiday one, but the stars are fun because you can use them for Christmas, or you could use them for Halloween. But I was going for something spooky, and then I went, oh, that's so cute. It's festive. It's definitely more Christmas, but you could probably make that Halloween if you wanted to. Okay, so let me go ahead, and I'm going to just start on what we're doing for ours. We're going to use the silver. And all of these should kind of coordinate a little bit. They're all very different because I use different things on them, but they should all kind of look good together when we're done. Okay, so you're probably wondering how I got these dots. Well, if you have received some of these, I know I received some as a free gift not too long ago in one of my orders. These are the Swatch dots. Now the purpose of these is that you can use them with your embossing powders. You can use them right on the jar. They're double stick. Both sides have adhesive on them. So I don't know where that came from. So you can put them on the bottom of your jar, and then you can emboss it. And then you've got an example of how it looks when it's embossed.
The holiday party looks great. Does the red and green show up?
Let me show you again. Jackie, I'm going to hold it up to the camera. Yes, you can definitely see the green. Of course, the red doesn't show as much because it's on a red surface. But yes, there's white inside of it too, and I think that brings the green and the red out. I wasn't actually expecting the white. I didn't realize it was going to be opaque, which is why having a little swatch would make it so convenient. You know, here I'm using these. I don't even have any on my on my jar yet, but that's a good reason why you do want it on your jar. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to use these dots.
Nicole asked, what are swatch dots?
Oh, I just explained this. These are the swatch dots, and these are the stickers. They're double-sided adhesive. And they're used, you can use them with foil, you can use them with embossing powder, you can stick them right to your jar, and then you can emboss. They're sticky, so the embossing powder will stick to it, and then you can heat it up, and then you'll be able to see what your embossing powder looks like when it's heated. And then you can use them with the foil, and you can just put it on the outside of the foil package or whatever you want to do. Or you can use them like we're going to use them, and we're going to incorporate them in our design. We're going to just go ahead and emboss them and use them for our pattern. So I'm just going to go ahead and take the top off, that top layer. So I'm just leaving my sticky dot behind so that it's still on there. You probably can't see that very well, but you'll be able to see in a minute. And I'm just using regular Raven ink. Now this one is mic drop. I used that one on this one, it's seriously one of my favorite embossing powders that we carry. It is really, really cool. And then this one is Raven Sparkle. So you'll be able to see different options with your black. So we're just going to use just plain old Raven now. And I'm just going to sprinkle some of that right on my sheet. And then I actually should just do a couple of them at the same time. I don't think we're going to need more than 2. So we'll just do both of them at the same time. May as well, right? Then we don't have to listen to the heat gun twice. Okay. I can see that I got too close to something else. I have little sequins in my embossing powder. I hate it when I do that. Okay. So let's go ahead and use our heat tool. Forgive me for the noise for a minute. And I'm seeing kind of a line.
Marlene says hello.
Hi, Marlene. Okay, so we'll go ahead and we'll heat that. Well, that's good. I'm glad it's not a really loud heat tool. There it goes. It's starting to change. I see it getting shinier. Now, it may not be bumpy when you use it on your jar. I haven't tried it yet. Obviously, I showed you. I'll have to try it and see, but you still get a general idea. Because we're making a Halloween card, I wasn't too worried about it. I like the texture that it's giving. But where it's not got anything against it, it's just that paper. It might be heating up funny, so I'm not sure if it'll do that when you do it on your jar. And then I'm simply going to, I say simply, hopefully it's simply, huh? Peel that off. And just stick it right on our pillow box. And imagine if you did this in all different colors, how cute that would be. Just want to work all the bubbles out.
Jackie said such a great idea.
It's so much fun and so easy. All right. What was that?
Marlene shared it.
Oh, thanks, Marlene. Oh, speaking of which, go ahead and share this video while we are live, and you will be entered into a drawing for this stamp set. I actually opened the wrong one, so this is the one that you're going to get. I thought I was opening my sample, but apparently I opened this one. I'll just put it in here so you can have the packaging too. It is open, sorry, but it isn't used. So this is the Batty stamp, and you will receive this in the mail. We are going to use this on our little treat box today.
Gina says hello from Pittsburgh.
Hi, Gina. Oh, Gina, I hope you're having the time of your life. I'm a little jealous, I gotta admit. Tell everyone hi and give them a hug for me. Okay, so we're going to use our little Batty stamp. I have been dying to use this little guy all year long. Now, this guy originally was released in the holiday stamp box. It came with, there were 12 stamps and stencils, and I actually believe I can't imagine there are very many left, but I did see there's at least one because it didn't say sold out.
Gina said it was so much fun.
Oh, I bet. But I did see there's at least one because it didn't say sold out, but it's on sale for a really good price. There's 12 stamps and 12 stencils. Check it out.
Marlene says the stamp is so cute.
Isn't this cute? I like it too, Marlene. I think this little guy has the cutest little face. Okay, let's see how I did. Probably will have to stamp it more than once, and hopefully I don't move my table over too much. Thank you to Darren for stabilizing my camera mount last time. Oh my goodness, last time. Poor Benji, he's such a good sport. I had to have him hold the camera because it just kept, once I put the camera in the little camera mount thing, the weight of it was pulling the whole camera down. And it was just ridiculous, but we persevered and went on, and Benji got a soda out of the whole deal, so he's a pretty good kid, isn't he? All right. So I'm going to put extra pressure on those eyes because we want to really get those eyes on there. Okay, let's see. You know what? That looks pretty good, but I am going to go one more time over those eyes because I just want them nice and black.
Robin says I think he needs a belly button like the shit.
Oh my gosh, that would be cute. Good idea, Robin. Okay, there we go. Now his eyes look nice and dark. So we'll let that dry for a second while I kind of assemble some of the other things we need so that we don't waste any time. I'm wondering if we need one more dot. No, we're not going to do that. Okay. Do you ever fuss with your projects until sometimes you're like, if I would have just left well enough alone? I've done that more times than I care to count. I did want to show you what I used on these other guys. I used this really cute die. This is called Boo-tiful banner, and that's what created this little banner, and it does have the outline as well. I cut it out, but ended up going a different direction. But you can use it with, bent it up a little bit. You can use it with your glitter stock and really make that stand out. But I had it against the white, and I thought that it stood out a little better that way. So I didn't need it on this one. But also, when you don't use your dies, if you cut something out and you don't use it, I just like to tuck mine in my packaging so that, you know, maybe next time when I'm creating something, it might inspire me to use it. And then this little guy, if you don't recognize him, he is from the Monster Bash die set. And this set is adorable. I had so much fun putting him together. And, you know, you can just take all the different elements and move them around however you want. And that's how this guy came to be. Okay, I think I remembered everything on those now. I haven't really talked about the doilies. If you haven't tried these felt doilies, I mean, look, they just set the whole thing off. Just make them so easy. I love these things. I have to be careful because I would use them on every project if I could. But I, you know, who wants me to do the same thing over and over again? So, okay, and I also should point out our powder bag. And it also, you can purchase the refill powder for that, which is perfect when you're embossing. Okay, I think we will go ahead and start coloring this guy. I'm going to, don't forget to share so you can be entered into the drawing. Let's do him kind of a gray. So I'm just using my Copic markers for the gray. This is C3 if you need to know. And I'm going to try to color fast, which is always kind of a challenge for me. I love to color and I can kind of get into a color zone where I forget that I'm live. So I will make an effort not to do that. And I will try to be speedy as I can. Okay, we are getting there. I kind of stay away from the lines a little bit. Like I like it because the color kind of bleeds a little bit. So if it's very fine, I just kind of like to dot it and let it work its way out a little bit. You can always go back in if you need to. All right, have you guys started making Halloween projects yet? I'm trying to decide if I want to make his ears lighter or, I don't know, I'll have to think about that. Let's give him a little bit more depth. So what Halloween projects are you guys working on? I actually really like the tri-blends, but I just didn't have the color that I wanted yet, so I think that will work for those. I think maybe we'll do some more gray, but maybe we'll work some purple towards the edges. This is all kind of experimental. Okay, I think we got that. I think let's see. I think I'm going to color this in a little bit. I'm not sure what's going on here. Is this the lightest one? No, I think I want the lighter one. just do that a little bit. Okay. Let's make his belly that lighter gray too. Okay, so let's give him some maybe green eyes. What do you think? Do you have kind of a citrusy green? A light green. Let's see what color this is.
Jackie asked, what are junk journals?
Oh, junk journals are lots of fun. I think they're kind of what you want them to be. I think they're kind of, there's a loose interpretations of them. I would type them into Instagram. Type in junk journals of Instagram and you'll get a whole slew to look at. Okay, that's definitely not the color we want. I just think he needs a little bit more color around his eyes. Alright, I feel like that needs a line. I don't know. I'm probably just looking at it weird, but I'm gonna make a line here. Okay. Now we just need to color his little goggles and his little hat. I think we'll make his goggles red. Let's see. So on the tri-blends, the nice thing about them is you've got all of the directions right there for you. You've got your light, your mid, and your dark.
First part.
Who did?
Annette, are those circles embossed, Jess?
Oh, Annette, you know what these are? They are embossed, and I used the Swatch dots. I peeled off the top layer and then added the embossing powder and then went ahead and peeled them off and stuck them on. Super simple. Red is always kind of scary when you're using alcohol markers because it is the most obvious when it bleeds. So tread lightly when you use it. Let's do, yeah, and let's do his hat purple. Okay, let's see what color of purple this is. Yeah, that'll work. Trying to be both fast and precise is a little tricky sometimes. Let's see, let's go ahead and do a little bit up above. And then we'll blend it out a little bit. And I'm kind of dotting it just because it's a little easier to control for one thing, and I don't want it too solid. Okay, now I'm going to use that mid color, kind of brush that out a little bit. Okay, I think we about got him covered. Look at how subtle that one little step makes a huge difference in the depth. So now we just need to color the lenses and maybe his nose and we're good, right? All right, I need to speed up my coloring. See if I can find a pink. Do I have light pink over here? No, looks like I need to grab it. We'll go with this. I just need to color it in. Don't want it to be like the main focal point, right? Okay, now let's do the lenses and then we'll move on. I'm a little scared because I am going to use a little bit of black. Ooh, let's use the...
She said she's got home from work. quit her job and towards her last day.
Oh,
On Monday.
is this a happy thing, Candy? Hopefully it's a good positive move for you. So I started with the light gray just because I wanted to get a little bit of the alcohol down to give me something, a base to work with. I think I am going to use the black. I'm kind of scared, but I'm going to try it. But I'm just going to go really, really sparingly along the edge. And we'll blend it out and see how we do. So enjoy this experiment with me because I'm not even sure what it's going to do. So hopefully I don't regret it.
You're not treating me well. It's stressful. Super excited for a new job.
Oh, I'm glad you have a new job ready to go, and I'm glad that you're out of that situation, Candy. That is the worst. It makes things very miserable. All the best. Okay. So now we'll just blend it all a little bit more.
I like the goggles.
You like the goggles?
Yeah.
Well, thank you. So we're just kind of working that color out a little bit, trying to kind of get the lines out a little bit.
Candy said she's too tired to craft. Now she won't be.
Oh, I get ya. I get ya. I'm glad that you can have some more crafty time. Okay, now I'm gonna cut this as fast as I can.
Donna likes pumpkin heads and licorice taffy.
Oh, I like those pumpkin heads too. And licorice taffy? I don't know if I've ever had that. Oh, black licorice taffy, like saltwater taffy. I was making that harder than it was. I am glad I'm not the only one that likes black licorice. I hope I didn't just make a bunch of enemies just now, but I do. I like black licorice. Okay.
Yeah, this is anything chocolate.
I'm with you. Chocolate, can't beat it. Okay, so let's get our other little boxes and let's finish this guy off. I have this little piece of ribbon. A while back I got a doodle bug. Brutus Monroe had a doodle bug. I can't remember what the kit was called, but it just had a whole bunch of fun little things in it. And I've had this. Ooh, that would be cute too. Never mind. Should we do the, well, the orange doesn't really match the red. Ooh, the green might even be cute. Let's play with it for a minute. The green might tie it in together better. I have this black one picked out, which is really pretty, but I'm kind of wondering if, yeah, I'm kind of liking the green. It's a little different than that green, but it still works. Let's try that green. Gives it a little bit more of a punch of color.
John asked, was it in the pink box?
I think it was. It was some sort of dill, and you know, Doodlebug is pretty hard for me to resist. It was a good dill, I remember that. So I'm trying to tie the bow so that my pattern stays on the outside of the bow. See if I can be successful at that. Okay, I think we managed. Feeling pretty accomplished now. So really, I probably should have got the creases out of my bow first, but I didn't.
Donna says she loves black licorice.
Yum.
Gina says it has its moments as well. I'm not a fan of black licorice at all.
Yeah. I hear really, really smart people like black licorice. I'm just kidding. I'm teasing you, babe. Okay. This is gonna bug me, but I'll just get it wet and fix it after. Okay, so let's go ahead and get our, I'm gonna use some of the Easy Tear double-sided tape. And that works really good on these felt circles. I wasn't sure with the felt how it would do, and it does really well. All right, last chance while I'm thinking about it. Share this video so you can be entered to win the little the Batty stamp. Okay, the only trick is getting it to that first initial. All right. If I wasn't live, it would have come off a long time ago, but you know how it is. There we go. You should see my table. I just have in this little live, I had it all cleaned off ready for the live, and during this live I've just destroyed it. It looks like a war zone a little bit. Okay, let's see. I think that's pretty well centered, or pretty close anyway. Close enough for my liking anyway. I just can't look at the bow right now. I'll have to fix it before I take pictures. And then I'm going to use the Easy Tab foam, and I'm just going to use the black ones as well. Oh. And I tore off my Easy Tab. There we go. So go delicately and gently. All right, there we go. So I kind of want him to be in flight a little bit. And then I feel like he needs just a little bit of something. Let's look and see if I've got anything. Yeah. Let's see if we've got some. Oh.
Yeah, see all 3 boxes.
I'll set them all up together in a second. I'm still putting a couple little finishing touches on. I think we'll put a couple little sequins on there. I didn't put any on this guy, but I think that's okay. I think it's got a lot going on with the banner as it is. Okay, so let me just get some little glue dots and we'll get that done. I like glue dots sometimes for the, if I can find them small enough, they just make adhering the sequins so easy. One more. And then I will scooch everything over so you can see it all at one time. All right. So we've got all 3 of our little boxes. Do they all fit in the screen? Maybe scoot it over a little. There we go. Super fun, super easy, and there's so many things you can do with them. And like I said, these are great for Halloween, they're great for Christmas. So I just wanted to remind you that we have them because sometimes I forget that I have them in my little stash. And they're so much fun, and they're a good size. Like, this would be cute to put like, I don't know, like Twinkies or something like that in there if you don't, like a little baked good or something. Or you could just put a little bag of something in there. They're a nice size because they're not teeny tiny. They're substantial enough that you can put a cute little treat in there. Perfect for like those little Debbies or whatever you want to put in there. All right, let me go ahead and flip my phone up. So let's get a winner drawn for our little stamp. Our little Batty stamp. Darren is doing it right now as we speak. I can hear it. I can hear the applause.
Heather
Hetty's Henry Crafting. Heather, you have won the Batty stamp. So if you will just PM me your mailing address so I can send that to you in the mail, that would be awesome. And I do apologize. I mentioned earlier I opened the wrong package. It hasn't been used, but I did open your package, so I'm very sorry. Congratulations. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. I had so much fun, and I will try to have everything ready to go so that maybe I can show you a little bit of a tour of my craft room. It's by no means, you know, interior design glory or anything, but I might have some ideas that might spur ideas with you. So, all right, I will see you next week, and have a great rest of your week, and happy crafting. Bye.